So, my first job is to introduce W.D. Ehrhart, who is, short introductions. Vietnam veteran, poet, author of Thank You for Your Service, collected poems. Just a terrific poet who we've been presenting since the 80s.
At least, yeah, the 80s.
So way back, and I always look forward to hearing him. Please welcome W.D. Ehrhart.
Okay, I'm told I have 10 minutes, and if I go over, they drop that 16-ton weight out of the ceiling on me. So here we go. This is called Just for Laughs. When I was 10, I thought that I would live forever. I could kill whatever I pleased. I was all that mattered. How else can one explain the firecrackers stuffed down throats of frogs and lit? Hop, hop, boom! A lot of laughs. Once we found a plump snake sunning itself beside the creek. Sluggish in the early morning chill, it only raised its head and turned two diamond black eyes to see four small boys with sticks. It didn't understand until we started beating on its flanks that we were dangerous and it was trapped. Our sticks were too light and we too timid to inflict anything but fury. So we started throwing stones. Small gashes ripped that snake's fat, thrashing sides until it finally tired, though it couldn't run and wouldn't die. It only lay there heaving as the stones fell faster, till a miracle of birth began so strangely even we were brought up short and stood there for a moment dumbly watching. Out of those gashes crawled a dozen baby water snakes, a dozen more small wriggling slivers of their mother's flesh. Some were bleeding, some had broken backs and dragged limp tails sideways through the dust. Premature, even the ones uninjured that we carried home and put in jars, all died. But it didn't matter. We had frogs and painted turtles, salamanders and a praying mantis. Years later, I volunteered for war, still oblivious to what I'd done, or what I was about to do, or why. In the valley of the shadow, something made us bolt upright, all zombie eyes, all ears and nerves. Something out there in the dark came breathing, stalking, waiting. Our fathers, who bequeathed to us this rotten patch of earth, Satan, God, the government, no matter, it was there and deadly. All night we hunched in what we wore like turtles, like the frightened kids we were and were not anymore, silent, lost, half crazed, and deadly, wanting women, girlfriends, mothers to protect us, to descend in fire on angels' wings, torch the darkness, pluck us from this sad mistake. No one came. Something stayed there just beyond our range of vision, just a shadow on our hearts, and no one willing to admit we'd rape our mothers, shoot our fathers, overthrow the government, and swear our innocence to God or Satan for a single drop of sun. Something left us slack-jawed, staring at our own reflections in the dark, what we were, what we are, and will be. Bent, we drag it with us like a cross. Making the children behave. Poem about the boogeyman. Do they think of me now in those strange Asian villages where nothing ever seemed quite human but myself and my few grim friends moving through them hunched in lines. When they tell stories to their children of the evil that awaits misbehavior, is it me they conjure? Now, I'm going to read the last poem in this book, which is called Thank You for Your Service. I use a few F-bombs in this poem, so if you are offended by that, I'm sorry. But there they are. Thank you for your service. Yes, of course. It's what you say these days. Like genuflecting in a Catholic church. Like saying bless you to a sneeze. A superstitious reflex, but of course, sincere. Or is it just to ease the guilt of sending someone else to do your dirty work? Whatever. I just say, you're welcome. Let it go at that. When what I'd really like to say is, thank you for my fucking service in that fucking war I've dragged from day to day for 50 fucking years like a fucking corpse that won't stay dead. That fucking nightmare that my fucking country told me was my fucking patriotic duty to fight. For what exactly do you think you're thanking me? Service to my country? You empty-headed idiot. You think I want your thanks for what I did? You shallow, superficial twit. You've no idea what I did or why or what it cost the people who had never done us any harm, nor ever would or could. You can take your thank you for my service, shove it where the sun doesn't shine. But you wouldn't understand. You'd only get insulted if I told you what I really think. So I just say, you're welcome, smile, walk away.